Hi everybody, it's Savvy That Simmer and welcome back to a new video of Stuck in Strangerville. This is episode 7, and in this episode we're going to make it a little bit more low-key, a little bit more chill. So in this one we're going to follow Nick's life more closely in this episode. The center of attention is going to be Nick, so it's going to be a little more casual in this episode, but I want to go through his daily life, through his daily struggles, how he's currently working through his alcohol addiction. As we know, his wife recently left him with him and his young daughter, took all their money. If you are new to this series, please go binge watch the other episodes. It's a really story-based series. It takes a lot of effort and time. So I am trying to do one episode per week of it, so just be patient with me. I know the last episode was about 3 weeks ago, but I will definitely try to do maybe one a week or every other week. But I really want this series to be authentic, and I want to tell these Sims lives properly. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Nick is off of work today. He just really couldn't handle going into work, and he honestly just couldn't fathom going into work today. He is also hungover from drinking the night before. It says here, Nick is pretty hungover. Maybe that final drink last night was unnecessary. He's also feeling apparently smooth sailing. Nick's love life has been pretty drama-free. No breakups, no cheating. Excuse me, sir, are you okay? Maybe he bumped his head when he was drinking last night. Drinking is fun. Nick has discovered a love drinking. Everything seems to be more fun after drinking. And he's thinking about moving, but as we know, Nick is in the military, so he can't just pick up and move anytime he wants to. He needs to wait for orders in order to move. So let's check out his little whims really quick. So he has the whim to sleep. So nothing interesting there. He just wants to sleep because he's depressed and sad. So of course he wants to sleep. And then he wants to become acquaintances with Jess. So from the previous 2 episodes, Jess was introduced. Jess is one of his fellow military members. They don't know each other very well. More into the series later on, you guys will have to see. And he also rolled this. He wants to have a child, you guys. This man is in his mid-30s. He does not need to be... I mean, he can have another shot if he wants. Don't get me wrong. He absolutely can. But he's a family man. He loves his family, so I can see why he would get that. But yeah, I don't know. Should we lock this one in? Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in just for now. But yeah, he's feeling flirty. He is hungover, and yeah, he needed that mental health day today because he has been in his feels about Christine, you guys, like hardcore. Nick also wants to hire a private investigator. This has been on his mind for a while now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't make male Sims very often, but I am really proud of Nick. I feel like Nick is probably the most handsome Sims I've ever made. So Christine and Nick had Junie really young, in their really early 20s. Their ages are, you know, closer than the typical like parent, but I'm really hoping that Nick presents well as like a 30-year-old or mid-30s. Let me know what you guys think. I know like sometimes when we're playing you can't always see like these little details here, like his forehead wrinkles and his crow's feet going on, his, you know, smile lines. Let me know though, do you guys think that he looks like he's in his mid-30s? Let me know what you think. This man is gonna make a drink. Like I said, he's just really in the mood for one, and he's had a week. Oh, he already has 2 here. So we're gonna drink that one too, and I'm gonna throw this one away. Okay, well, we're gonna glitch out apparently. It is a super stormy day here in Strangerville. It is officially the fall, by the way. Nick is cooped up in the house, and he sees Junie out here, and he's like, come on, kiddo, like, get inside. Look at this weather. It's crazy. You know, you want to come inside, maybe grab a drink with me. Remember, she's only like 18, you guys, and he's like that cool parent where he's like, you know, I don't care. Plus he's just, I don't know, he's kind of losing his ways a little bit, to be honest with you. But yeah, she's like, okay, dad, yeah, sure, I'll grab a drink, whatever, that's fine. You know, at least like if he's gonna have one at home, like she's gonna have one with him, and make sure he stays safe and he's not doing anything crazy. Oh my god, he's so drunk. He's in here dropping his drinks and breaking glass. Like, come on, get it together, Nick. Junie's cleaning up a little bit. She's like, Dad, you know, it's kind of messy. And you know, we should probably clean up the house too. a little bit. Also, I just want to let you guys know that Junie actually picked up another job. So she has been doing her little gigs here and there, playing at the Strangerville bar, but she also picked up an opening act. It's $70 per hour, which I'm going to change that, okay? I'm going to put her at the amateur level. I think that $29 is still too high, but I can always cheat that back. They only have $529, by the way, so just a little recap for you guys. They don't have a lot of money right now, but Junie's trying her best to, help her and her dad right now while they're going through like this financial crisis. Also, she just got a moodlet saying Junie has a horrible feeling that something isn't quite right with one of her guardians. And yeah, it's true because here we are on a mental health day that he's supposed to be at home just relaxing, and Nick is officially drunk at home. And yeah, she has every right to be disappointed in him. I also wanted to point out to you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed from the last episode, but Junie has picked up the kleptomaniac trait. So this girl is really going through a lot, you guys. If little innocent Junie has picked up that trait. So she's just she's mentally going through it, you guys, and honestly we can't really fault her for it. While he's sitting here, Nick is just thinking to himself, and he's just so pissed off. He's like, I just still can't believe she just left me and Junie high and dry. And he's just sitting here talking to himself. He's like, what the hell is wrong with her? And he's just gonna have his little cigarette here to calm down and just relax. While he is just relaxing and letting the nicotine hit, kind of zenning out a little bit, kind of relaxing now. And he's just like, you know what? Back her down. I figured that she would try to come back, but she hasn't. And at the time, too, he didn't have the extra funds. He's gonna try and pick up some extra shifts at the base and try to stay later to earn some more funds to potentially hire a PI. So in this episode, I'm hoping that he's able to do so, and that way he can try to track Christine down. He's just over it. I know you guys haven't seen those moments with him, but he has constantly tried calling her. She disconnected her number. Christine has all of her ties blocked from her family, and Nick, he's done a lot of things to try to reach her, but at the same time, too, he's also really prideful, and he knows that she left, and he knows that there was some guy that she was talking to, and he saw text messages. So, of course, he's not, ignorant. Like, he has a feeling that she's probably with this random person, but he also is embarrassed, too, and, he's so hurt, and he doesn't want to tell people that, his wife left. So it's not something he wants to share with everybody. You know what I mean? And second of all, too, like, they had such a perfect marriage for so long in his eyes. He didn't know things were that wrong with her. And, she just put on this big facade that she was happy for so long and never told anyone she was unhappy. So for all Nick knew, that he knew that she was happy. So everything was just a huge shocker. I mean, Christine's always been the love of his life, and she's just, she's really put on a big show. And he had no idea. She never opened up about this, but she did. She would tell him that she didn't like being in Strangerville, and she would kind of start to express that she was unhappy while they were there. But it's not like they can pick up and just leave anytime they want. He's in the military. He has to go where his orders are taking him. I mean, when you PCS, it's not like you can just be like, oh, okay, let's just move away, and like 3 months later, it doesn't work like that. Not when you're stationed somewhere. So anyways, yeah, just a little bit of lore for you guys there. So he's like, I've had enough here. There's not much I can do, at this point here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just hire a PA when I get the extra funds, and hopefully I can figure out where the heck she is and, figure this out. At the end of the day, though, Nick really wants to have her back. He wants to try to settle things and figure out what is going on in her mind, and like figure out why she went so off the end and just completely left them. If she was unhappy, like, why not talk to me? So he's contemplating life right now. And yeah, this red chair is one of our spots we've seen a lot in this series. I feel like this is like the spot for thinking for our sim. Well, Nick has had his few drinks at his house. He's had his cigarette, and he is ready to go out to the bar tonight. He's bored. He doesn't want to be home anymore, and he just wants to hang out here at the bar. So that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna hang out at the bar with Nick Roswell, and let's see if anybody is here. Nope. Looks like we have one guy here hanging out, and there is a bartender. Oh my god, you guys, we have a bartender. I don't know if you guys remember, but we've had a bartender glitch where the service, like, people, we've had issues where bartenders have not been showing up. So I'm really happy that there's actually a bartender. Like, thank you. Thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and order a drink. Order a drink. Order a drink for us. We're gonna grab a dark and stormy. That's what we are in the mood for today. Nick, get inside, please. Go get your dark and stormy. Honestly, I love the vibe of Strangerville. I am officially becoming a Strangerville stan. I love it here. I love how it's just so pretty. And it's in the middle of nowhere and it's quirky. And not everyone plays in Strangerville. That's the reason why I love it here too. This guy with the chops, I'm gonna delete him. I don't like his style, so forgive me, sim gods, but or maybe I'm the sim god. I don't know. Let's go ahead and delete him. Goodbye. I don't like your hair, so you're ugly. Goodbye. Nick is feeling Nick is calling his friends. He's like, come on guys, let's just go out for a drink. And his best friend Romeo is kind of reluctant. He's like, come on dude, like, do we really need to do that tonight? And he's like, yeah, come on. He's like, let's have some fun. And so, you know, Nick is his bud, so I was like, all right dude, I'll come out, that's fine, but you know, we need to make sure we get back on track soon. It's like, okay, well thanks for coming out, can't wait to see you, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Nick's super happy. His buddy Alon just showed up as well. He's like, hey man, how are you doing? He's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you're doing good. And Alon has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know anything about Nick's issues and everything with Christine and like how he's feeling. So Alon would definitely be pretty surprised to know that Nick is having a drinking problem because Nick has always been like a straight shooter. He's never had any issues. He's always just, you know, been the guy to look up to. So hopefully he won't show any indications that he is having any issues, but oh, Romeo's here now. Let's come say hi to Romeo. Oh, Romeo is also super handsome, by the way, as well. I'm really proud of them. Nick's like, come on, let's play some beer pong. He's like, we haven't played that in a while. He's like, remember we used to play that all the time when we were in Mount Kabarabi? And Romeo's like, yeah, man. He's like, let's crush these guys. Oh, it looks like Jess actually just showed up too, so she's gonna come in and have some fun with them as well. And see, moments like this, like Nick just forgets about everything going on in his life, and this is one of the main reasons why he just wants to, oh my gosh, he's crying, no. Yeah, he just wants to like suppress his feelings and, you know, he wants to just have fun with his friends. Like, the last thing he wants to think about is the fact that the love of his life just like left him. And so he's just trying to distract himself with hanging out with his buddies and yeah, just distracting himself with a good time. But ultimately, Nick really needs to get his shit together at the end of the day. I don't know about you guys, but right now Nick looks super adorable and so does Romeo. He looks super flirty and Nick's like, hey, he's like, you know, do you know if Jess is single? And Romeo's like, yeah, dude, but you're married? And I think that is when Romeo's like, okay, we need to have an intervention. Like, you're married and you're drinking so much, and here you are trying to put the moves on Jess here. Like, obviously, she's beautiful. And Romeo knows that's not something that Nick would normally say. So he definitely knows that is the alcohol talking. And he's like, okay, it's my turn. I'm gonna interfere here. He's like, let me have a sip. Let me just, you know, interfere right now before Nick decides to do something stupid. So he's like, all right, it's my turn. Technically it's not my turn, but he's like, all right, let me play for a few rounds, Nick, before you do something stupid, okay? And Jess is like, let me just show these guys what I'm made of. Oh, never mind. I dropped the ball. That's embarrassing. Everyone's crying over a beer pong. Alon's up next. Let's see if Alon's got it. You guys, we have a problem. Romeo has been possessed by the Strangerville curse. This is a huge problem. I'm just gonna ignore this for right now because I can't handle any more BS in this episode. I just can't. I can't. So Alon is just talking to Nick. He's like, bud, you know, you were acting pretty off tonight. He's like, what's going on with you? You don't seem to be acting pretty normal. And Nick's just taking a couple deep breaths and he's like, okay. He's like, do you really want to hear about what's going on right now? It's been a lot and it's a lot to talk about. This was supposed to be Romeo's conversation, but since Alon noticed a lot going on with Nick too, he's going to talk about the impact of his behavior and just, you know, be like, hey, like, you know, this isn't good for you and it's not good for Junie. He's like, you know, I've noticed that you've been drinking a lot lately, and he's going to talk about his addiction, you know, just to see what kind of level he's at. And he's like, you know, Nick, this is just really odd for you. He's like, I've never seen you like this before. And, you know, I just worry about you and Junie. He's like, yeah, I haven't seen Christine in a while, but thought she was maybe on vacation or something. And Nick's like, look, this is what happened. Christine left. She, left, took all my money. I saw that she was texting some guy, and the next day she was gone. And Alon's just telling him, he's like, look, dude, he's like, if you need anything, just let me know. He's like, that's what we're here for. In the middle of this conversation with his friend Alon, he just got this. It says, Nick can't help but feel ashamed sometimes. Why does he have these issues? Why isn't he normal? Why does he have to be so difficult, so needy, so helpless, so behind, so moody, so different? So even though right now he's energized, I'm gonna go ahead and delete those because ultimately that is not reflecting on how Nick is feeling and it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, he's just, he's having a hard time expressing this. He is a really prideful guy. He doesn't, you know, do that normally. And so it's taking a lot for him to reach out to his friends, tell them how he's feeling. So he's going to go ahead and share the burden really quick and just share the burden of him and Christine and just, explain to him about how hard it's been for him lately. And Nick is going to express his sadness. He's going to just tell Alon everything that's going on. And he's going to ask for advice too. And look at Alon's face. He's like, look, he's like, I'm so sorry this is going on with you. I'm here for you anytime you need me, Nick. That's what friends are for. And I wish you would have reached out sooner. And he's like, whatever you need, Nick. He's like, I'm here for you. We got this. So Nick is going to ask him for a small loan. He's going to suck up his pride. Also, he's drunk. So I feel like if he wasn't drunk, he probably wouldn't be, asking him this. But he's feeling like he's opening himself up. And he's like, look, here's $500. He's like, Alon's like, here you go, Nick. Try to pay it back when you can. And, that's just his way of saying, like, I got you. He's like, I've been friends with you for so many years. He's like, I am going to support you. We got this. Like, I don't want you to think that you're alone. It's like, we're going to find Christine and we're going to get this sorted out. And honestly, it sounds like you guys don't need to be together. Nick is so drunk. He's just laughing. He's like, yeah, we're going to be together forever, Alon. He's like, she just probably is just having like a crisis and she's gonna come back. And he's just looking at pictures of them when, they were younger. And he's like, I love her. She's the love of my life. Yeah, he's just really sad. And all he can think about is Christine right now. And this poor man. But, he needs to get some more therapy. That's what he really needs to do. We're gonna do a little intervention here. So here's the thing. He's like, if I'm gonna give you that money and help you, he's like, you're gonna need to go back to therapy, okay? I don't want to see you drinking for another week, okay? And Nick's like, I don't know if I can do that, but I'm gonna try. Nick's like, oh, I don't know if I can go a whole week without drinking. What do you guys think? With some therapy and some help, do we think that our guy Nick can go a week without drinking? It is time for him to head out to work. He's just like, hey kiddo, I know you had a long night. And he's just gonna give her a big hug really quick. And she's honestly not happy with him. I know she wasn't very happy with him in the last episode, but things haven't changed too much, They're both super tired. It's super early in the morning, but if he can get his life together. Nick has arrived for work. In my mind, he's probably working on something like mechanical wise. I don't know what that is, but this is the word working machine. This is the best I have right at this moment. Maybe I could get the robotic machine. But as of right now, I think this is what is going to work for now. But yeah, he's working on something mechanical wise for maybe the airplane parts or maybe the trucks or something like that. So we're just gonna roll with it, okay guys? Pretend, right? Wait, why is your boss calling? Romeo is here and he is at work. We're just gonna ignore that. And Alon's just checking on him. He's like, hey man, how you doing? How's work going? And how's your week going? I know it's been just a couple of days since we chatted, and Nick's like, I'm doing good. I'm just trying to focus on work. And it's like, have you had any drinks? Are you focusing? When's your next therapy session? And Nick's like, look, dude, he's like, I'm going, I promise. He's like, it's been hard. Trust me, it's been hard, but I've had a crazy dream last night, made me want to drink, but I decided not to. And he's like, that's great. Good job, dude. I know it's really hard for you, but I'm sure they're having a more intelligent conversation, but it's a little hard to narrate sometimes when they're being all crazy like that. Like, why do the Sims have to be so animated? Like, sometimes I just want them to talk normal, but hey, it's okay. Alon's like, okay, man. He's like, well, I gotta head out soon. I gotta get home to the wifey and the kids, but I just want to check on you. And, you don't have to do this alone, bud. He's like, we're here for you. And just let me know if you need anything. This day has been such a long day, but Nick just got a call from Romeo to meet him in the aviation tower. So he's gonna go ahead and head in here and have a conversation with Romeo. Nick's face is so funny right now. He's like, oh god, what does my boss want? Yeah, they're best friends, but he's also like kind of nervous. He's like, what do you want? Like, am I in trouble? That kind of thing. saying he's kind of having that moment right now. Everybody was just telling Nick, he's like, look, he's like, you're not in trouble. He's like, you don't need to worry about that. But he's like, look, we need to assign you a buddy, a partner to this case. He's like, you really need some help right now, and the Strangerville case is a little harder than we were expecting, so you just really need this to be picked up faster than it is. He's like, it's not your fault, but I'm gonna assign you with Jess, and I think you guys might be able to figure it out faster. Also, guys, just a little note, I have tried so hard to have them literally, just to have my sons literally just talk right here in the middle, standing up. I've tried like probably 4 or 5 times, but they keep sitting down, so I'm sorry if that conversation was weird with them sitting down, but just to let you guys know, I struggle with my game too, just as much as you guys. See, they keep sitting down. Like, what is going on with you? And he's just telling me, he's like, look, he's like, the corporal is breathing down my throat right now. He's like, we really need you guys to figure out what is going on. Jess and Nick are taking a minute from work. It's lunch break time. He's working late tonight, so yeah, it is like almost 4, but we're having a late night tonight with work, but you know, they're just gonna sit here and chat about the case for a little bit. He's like, how's your day been? I hope it's been good. And he's just, you know, venting to her. He's like, this case has been driving me crazy. It's been driving me insane. And she's like, trust me, I know how you feel. And Jess is just telling him right now, she's like, you know, I know we haven't known each other for very long, you know, but I have heard about you through some other buddies, and they've said that you're really good at, you know, discovering things and figuring things out and just detective work. You know, Nick's just telling her thank you. He's like, you know, I appreciate that. He's like, it's not always easy to work these cases around here. And she's like, yeah, I know. She's like, it's ridiculous. The Strangerville case is really annoying, and the scientists won't really help me out right now, but hopefully, you know, you and I together can try and figure things out. Where does she go? Bye, Jess. My game doesn't want me to story tell you guys. It doesn't. All right, maybe she's gotta head home. Bye, girl. See you later. Nick is feeling, you know, stressed from the day. He is going to have a quick little cigarette. And then if you guys remember from a previous episode, his therapy sessions are over here in this building. So he is going to go to one of his therapy sessions shortly. A part of Alon's deal with him, if he gave him the money to help, Nick needed to go back to therapy. Nick just got a new movelet, got a lot off his mind and off his chest, and feels ready to focus on any new problem. Yeah, so he's feeling pretty confident from that, which is good. So he's gonna go ahead and call Alon and just let him know that, like, hey, you know, I did make sure that I kept up with my end of the deal. Thank you again for helping me with the PI money for the down payment. You know, I'm gonna make sure I take care of that today, but just to let you know, therapy went pretty good, and you know, I'm gonna really try to do better. It's just, it's not easy right now. And well, I was like, I know, bud, I know it's not easy, but you can do this. You totally can. Nick's on the phone with the potential PI, and he's just telling him everything that's going on. I'm just explaining, like, hey, like, this is what I need. I need to track down my wife. And he's like, all right, you know the deal. It's $1,000 for the down payment and $5,000 after that. And he's like, what? He's like, I thought it was only going to be $2,000. He's like, no, for your case, it's going to be a lot more money because you want us to go all the way to Dulceville Valley and we have to track her down. He's like, it's going to be a lot more effort than that, Nick. So he has to owe this dude $5,000 more. And he's like, what the hell? I am so tired of all these townies getting in my damn way, you guys. I'm so over them. Let's go ahead and take care of that then. Nick just paid the PI, so now he only has $972 left. Oh my god, you guys. It looks like the Strangerville mother plant, whatever you want to call it, the Strangerville curse thingamajigger is getting way worse. I think that's another military member. Oh my god, this is crazy. We need to figure out what is going on. All right, Nick, no, please. We don't need to go back to the bar. We don't need to go back to the bar. Good job. See, guys, he just did that all on his own. I am proud of you, sir. I said don't go in the bar and he didn't go in the bar. We need to head back home. That's honestly what we need to do. Nick and Jess are at the secret lab, and Nick is just going to just chat. Oh, okay, she's trying to do some jumping jacks. We're just gonna have a deep conversation, but it's not really gonna be that deep. Hey, Jess, thanks for meeting me here. I know it's super late, but I just have some more evidence and some clues I think that might help us. So yeah, she's like, yeah, it's no problem. Like, I don't have anything else to do tonight. So, you know, it's fine. It's all good. So let's go ahead and go in there and see what we can find. Nick and Jess are heading in the secret lab, and let's try to look for some evidence. Let's see what we can find. I'm just gonna let Jess do her jumping jacks. Whatever she wants to do, you do you, girl. You do you. I don't care. I want to figure out what is going on. Get some more evidence. Is there anything else we can click? maybe if we go back over here. Okay, yeah. Got this one. I think it said 15 pieces. That's a lot of evidence. That's a lot of evidence. Yeah, we have 4 out of 15. Oh my god, we have so much to go, you guys. So much to go. He's over here digging in the evidence. Just is like, hey bud, do you need any help? And he's like, no, I'm good. He's like, just keep a lookout, please. He's like, I don't want any weird things happening. And she's like, okay, I got you, dude. She's so serious. I love the way she looks. All right, you guys, we're at 11 now. 11 out of 15. And Jess is like, hey, I gotta go. So she left. It's pretty late. They've been here for hours working on the case, and yeah, she's tired. So she's like, go ahead, Nick, you do your thing. I'm ready to go home and get some sleep. It says that he is craving alcohol from his addictions. You know what though? We're gonna make our friend proud, okay? We are gonna try and make our friend proud. It's only been like what, maybe 2 days now, maybe a day. I think maybe 2 days now that he's had his therapy session. So, all right, Nick has 1 piece of evidence left. Thank the heavens, because I am tired of looking for this evidence. And I know Nick is too. So hopefully this is the last piece and we can make this go a little bit faster. Man, he's been here for a long time. Okay, here we go. Ernie is here too, which I love. He decided to show up. Nick texted him. He was like, hey, Ernie, I think I might have enough evidence. He's like, can I please get that key card? Okay, so let's check this out. Request the key card. Let's see what happens. All right, come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. We don't have all day. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. I want to get the key card. All right, Nick has his evidence that he needs. Apparently, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's going to glitch for us. But let's see. He has his 15 pieces of evidence. I think I have a key card in my secret inventory. I will only sell this to you if you can prove you are committed to Strangerville. Maybe if you have a secret dossier. I don't know what that means. Oh, compile the secret dossier. I bet I'm saying that so wrong, you guys. Okay, well, this was a me problem. I realized that was a me problem. Okay, so now that we have that, hopefully we can finally get the freaking key card. All right, let's do it. All right, sir. His phone is blowing up today. Ernie, please pay attention to us. We would like to have the key card any day now. Okay, so this actually sucks, guys. So we only have $285. We have to buy the key card and give him the evidence, which is $250. So I feel like the military needs to pay Nick back for that. That's ridiculous. I'm doing girl math today, okay? Alright, so it says Nick Roswell has obtained the key card. It should grant access to any door in the secret lab. Alright, well that is good, but that is enough for today. For him, he needs to get home and go relax. He's had a pretty long day. He needs some sleep, so I think that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, maybe the next episode him and Jess can check out the secret lab together. But as of right now, Sir Nick needs to go get some rest because he's done a lot, and I'm pretty proud of him. He's been taking his work seriously, even though his freaking personal life is in shambles, but that's okay. He's home now. I love how close that little shop is to him. Also, I wanted to mention too, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I cleaned up their bedroom a little bit. So Nick and Junie worked on cleaning up the bedroom. So he's got a new nightstand. He has a new like bed covers, and we do need to take care of our chicken coop, but that's okay. Junie can do it when she gets home. He just got a text from Jess, and basically Jess is really stressed out with the case, and it's been a really long day, a really long week, and yeah, he's just kind of contemplating right now if he should go out with her because she said, do you want to get a drink? Nick is just thinking to himself right now, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, should I go out with her? You know, it's pretty late, and, you know, I've done such a good job with my sobriety this week. Yeah, it's only been a week, but I haven't had a drink in 1 week. Like, what should I do? So, I mean, it's super late at night, and, like, he knows, like, if he goes out, like, you know, one thing could lead to another. But he also doesn't want to let her down. And also the other thing is too, is Jess also doesn't know about Nick's problems at home and the issues that he's been facing. So go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you think that Nick should go out with Jess? Hang out with her? Maybe just try to test himself and see how he does. Maybe get to know her a little bit. Definitely let me know. Comment down below if you guys think that he should go out tonight, or if he should just go back to sleep. Even he's just like over here not knowing what to do. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the episode here. I hope you enjoyed a little more laid back, low-key episode. and still dealing with a lot with Nick. Next episode, we are going to be back with Christine and Jaden. Remember, she's pregnant now, so also comment down below as well what you guys think. Should she keep the baby, or what do you think she's going to do? So lots of things to think about before episode 8. Next episode's going to be really good as well. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling about this series. I really love hearing from you guys. It makes me so happy when I read your comments and how invested you guys are. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And everyone, send lots of positive vibes to our guy Nick, because he is really struggling.